Nino is a Spanish word loosely translated as the Christ child, Jesus, or the male child. The phenomenon refers to warming of ocean water that occasionally developed in the central and east central equatorial Pacific Ocean that was often noticed by Spanish fishers. This periodic warming often produced good returns around Christmas time as the fishers harvested more fish on account of the warming water.
I know in Kenya, many people think El Nino is heavy rainfall. In the contrary, El Nino is the warming in the Pacific Ocean that affects us influence over the whole globe, resulting in some climate extremes in our region.
Early this year, climate scientists noticed the gradual warming of the equatorial Pacific, and by June, most were sure of an El Nino phenomenon strengthening but reduced towards the end of October. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, downgraded the possibility from 65% to 58%.
Around the year, there was prediction from global centers that El Nino may develop towards the end of this year. As progressed towards the end of the year, this probability has been reducing. There's a time it was 65% probability. Currently, there is 58%.
Local climate scientists are predicting a mild El Nino early in the year.
That El Nino may happen week one, though early next year to around May.
The name El Nino or Christ child was informed by the occurrence of the phenomenon around Christmas time. Hence, the shift to early in the year has climate scientists on edge.
The anomalies are below 0.5. The anomaly, that is from the average. At the moment, you can say that is neutral. But after naming, I think you cannot change. Maybe you can differentiate them. Maybe in the future we say the ones which matures in December can remain, then we can name the others, like the way the Japanese have said El Nino Modok, something.
Experts now want policy planners to make budgetary provisions that support meteorological services to be able to accurately predict El Nino occurrence.
Well, the disaster which you have predicted, particularly El Nino, exemplifies the difficulty in the science, because all the indications were that we would have had or be in an El Nino era. But the interaction between the global mass circulation, the air circulation, and the ocean is still not very well understood. So even though the indication of the sea surface temperature was high, the air circulation system is not getting to work together with the sea surface temperature. And hence the reduction in the probability of El Nino.
El Nino phenomenon causes devastation. Experts are now calling for a sound disaster policy.
It has taken too long for the government to formulate a policy on that same issue. And it is high time that with the increasing frequency of disasters, we have such a disaster policy and such a disaster legislation. The preparedness that the government ought to have is not to rely solely on the fact that El Nino is coming. We should be prepared all the time, and we should make room for improvement of our preparedness.
The Disaster Risk Management Bill still awaits debate in Parliament. Passing of the bill will aid in setting up the National Disaster Management Authority. For EcoWatch, I'm Judith Akolo.